Good evening, friends and family. Hey, y'all. Hey, you. Uh, I the light is going down. The sun is setting. I hope I keep some light in this room. I sound chipper, but I just want to. I thought, why not be real and let you know that I had to really push myself in here to do this video because I kept just hearing sort of an accusing voice. Yeah, a yucky one. Like, who do you think you are? Why? What, you think you're special or something? You must think you're special to go, sit in a room and do a video for other people. So anyway, and the answer is yes. This is how I realized to combat this. Yes, I do think I'm special. The problem is, I didn't really know that. I was, I think, and the voice was also saying, and you haven't been close to God today. So what do you have? You have what makes you think you didn't represent anything about him that would be worth anything or accurate or that he would want you to do it because you haven't been close to him. So all that, and I mean, I'm kind of, acting it out, but it's really just so quiet and insidious in a woman who is, walking around her house, whatever, doing a few little dishes, watching a little video on asparagus in the garden because the people who left this house planted some asparagus and it's pretty awesome. So anyway, I know that all of you go through that too. Some of you more than others. Those of you who are a little more personality like me. So anyway, I thought I would share it and just say that's how I come to this video right now. Is talking to myself the truth. And so what's amazing is that ugly voice has been mostly quieted during this scleroderma phase of life. And that has been really, really special. Kind of a mercy. Very interesting, actually. No time to focus on it because of the pain and stuff and fear. No time to focus on it because I feel so loved. I think that's huge. It's rare that we get so much love coming our way all at once. Just total awash in love. People are so amazing. Humans are amazing because when someone is down, they just say, oh my gosh, we've got to help them. So I've had a lot of love. Anyway, but those are normal, it's normal struggle for me to hear that kind of voice. And so anyway, I also had such frizzy hair. Sorry, men. I don't know, maybe you care about your frizzy hair. A lot of men care about the hair. I just don't know if it's a frizzy problem, is it? Anyway, I hope I didn't just mess up something. I heard some clicks. But I had really frizzy hair, and so I pulled it all back into this little tiny ponytail, which is a brand new thing for me because I've been growing out my hair. And so I thought, oh well, let me just pull it back and see if I can hide the frizz. And so then I was like, yeah. And then when I put on my red lipstick, I felt kind of like Grace Kelly with the pulled back thing and the red lips. Does she wear glasses sometimes? Big sunglasses? Anyway, so it made me feel really guilty, like, oh yeah, you thinking you're a Grace Kelly. So all that junk. So yep. So I hope that just helps you know I'm a friend. We are friends. What am I talking about? Anyway, let's see. So, you guys, debating on whether to go one more deal on that. Yeah. Also this morning, Craig, so for those of you who live with someone, I was getting ready in the bathroom, which is our master bathroom, and lately with all my issues, he sometimes goes and showers in the guest bathroom. And he said, he came in and I was in there and he said, I'm gonna go shower in the other bathroom. And he started gathering his stuff. And simple phrase, I'm going to go shower in the other bathroom. And in my brain, I heard, you're a lot of trouble. Yeah. It's the stupidest thing. How dare my brain do that to me? I'm just an innocent party, also trying to get ready. But, I felt like, I guess I'm taking up too much room. Obviously, he's come in and it just looks like I've overtaken the bathroom or something. How selfish of me, or something like that. Well, luckily, I checked in with him and I said, I was like, do you want to stay in this bathroom? Do you wish you could? And he was like, what? No, I'm gonna go in the other bathroom. And I said, yeah, but what's our situation? Like, now that our company is all gone, are you gonna be back in that bathroom? Is it okay for you? Because let me just tell you, what I heard was, gosh, I wish I could be in this bathroom, but you're a lot of trouble. And so I'm gonna go down the hall. So awful. And anyway, he was like, no, that's not what I meant. That's not at all. And I probably should just set up my stuff down there. And so anyway, life isn't just scleroderma, So, yeah. But where is it, scleroderma? I thought I would share a couple of interesting things about it. Well, two interesting things. One is a loss. So there's been just almost an avalanche of loss that I have experienced since it all started last August. And so, but last August was just the beginning of like my fingertips kind of hurting and my hands being swollen. So anyway, summer passed and it got cold, and that's when everything's really, it just happened to be winter when things were developing. And so there's some things that I'm starting to see as, oh no, am I not going to be able to do that or that with the spring and the summer? But one of the things that has been so sad is that I can't snap or clap. It's nuts. It's very, very sad. I grew up in the 80s and I love music and I love to dance. And we always snapped and clapped. And this is my clap. And this is my snap. There's no snap. And so there's an interesting fact. But the other thing, this week I said, Craig, come in here. And I said, here, close the door. I was in the bathroom. Do you want to hear scleroderma? And he was like, what? Oh my gosh, that sounds really creepy. And so, I don't think I acted him out well. Oh my God, that sounds really creepy. That's more like him. And then, so I think this is a legitimate thing, but I can feel it and hear it. I don't think you're gonna be able to hear it. That wasn't my plan. I'm just gonna show you what I did for Craig. Okay, haven't done it today. I know you couldn't hear it. But what it is like, it's this crackle pop, crackle pop, crackle pop, crackle pop, crackle pop. So, oh, it's so weird. So, I'm assuming, so it makes me like picture this scar tissue that's all built up in there. And as I lift my arms, it's not normal anymore. It makes a snap, crackle, pop. And I'm just, yeah, I just picture the scar tissue kind of moving aside as I lift my arms, and it's gross and weird. So there is a point of interest for scleroderma. And I might as well just tell you the losses I'm feeling about the spring, y'all. I hope I don't make my friend feel bad who got to enjoy this so much. But like, y'all, all I've been able to wear is black leggings. They're soft, they don't tickle me, and it's all I can do. And so I've just been wearing loose clothes and long sweaters or whatever. Well, now it's springtime and it's so hot outside in my black leggings and I don't know what to do. So I'm gonna have to get creative just as we were in the winter and figure out what the heck I'm gonna do, because anything like shorts that just hang on my legs or a skirt that moves around my legs, it just could make me go nutso. It kind of can hurt and it feels creepy. My skin is so odd. It just, it's not normal skin anymore. And sometimes, like when sleeves lay over this area, I guess this area isn't as bad, but this area of my arm, and it's like especially in the afternoon and evening, this can just feel sunburned, like a really bad sunburn. And sometimes I just feel kind of that sensation on my legs too. But anyway, so I think I've already talked about that. That's right, about I can't wear, dresses, I don't think, nor sandals. And my legs look weird. I don't know how I'm going to show any legs. I don't know how I'm going to dress. Jeans hurt. So y'all, okay, prayer. Prayer request. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting. Okay. Anyway, I was going to move on to great news. So y'all, this week was amazing. I don't care. I will figure out how to dress. When I think about this, the good news of this week is that I am feeling better. I'm feeling a little bit different. I have a little less pain overall because it's just not dragging me down. It's not making me want to cry. And for the last couple of days, I had less itching too. First, the pain was getting a little better, and then the itching. So, I can't believe it. And yes, my energy has been better. So, I'm pretty sure it's because my new doctor has put me on the highest safe dose of steroids to be on. I don't know how long term she wants me to do it, but I think you can do it long term. Ever since I started that, I have felt better. I have felt more energy. I have felt more pain tolerance. So it's just incredible. I think that I need to ask her, but I think that steroids can maybe decrease in their effectiveness over time. But I just feel so amazingly grateful right now. And then even in just the last 2-3 days, this has all happened very recently. My fingertips, I'm not wearing any little covers because I don't need them. So I started back on a medication about a month ago. When I saw Dr. Mays, she put me back on it, and it's to help open my blood vessels, and wherever in my body. And so they're not hurting. They're not hurting right now. They're weird and sensitive and kind of funky, a little numbness and stuff, but I can do a lot, and without just every touch being, an injury, like, oh. So I'm just so glad about that. And then let's see, it's getting pretty dark in here, huh? Let's see. Yeah, that's basically it. That's the ways I'm feeling better. And yes, let me cut you up. I got the pain block, and I'm gonna chalk it up to that too right now. It's hard to tell. I still have pain in my hip and my ankles and in my knees and joints and everything, and so, but it's less, and so the doctor had said if it was less at all, at even one time in the week, if you see that, we will do a second shot. And so I'm going to tell him it seems possibly to be helping, and so we'll be doing another shot at some point. I don't know when that happens, but and then my dental cleaning was just great. I feel silly giving an update on that, but it was great. And yeah, and then Friday I had my endoscopy, and guess what? They found what we needed to find. It's at least one cause of the anemia for sure, absolutely sure. Let me just close this. Well, no, it would be too dark. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so the doctor found what they call, this is so gross, but it is what it is called, watermelon stomach. And so it's just basically where you've got a lot of very small little bleeds. Lovely. Sorry if you don't like to hear about blood and veins. Someone in our family does not like to, so I'm sorry. But anyway, they found that, and that is very good news. And so I'm going to get back on the CellCept pretty soon. There's one thing I have to do first, And so we're waiting about a week, and I will be getting back on it. And that will, I mean, yeah, that's a really good, that's the thing we've been hoping to do. We hope that CellCept could have been one of the contributing factors too, to the anemia, theoretically, but hopefully not. Hopefully it was just this other thing. So, so that was good news. And yeah, he took care of the leaky blood vessels, and so they're not bleeding anymore. And it should be healing now. And so, we'll have to wait and see. I think he'll check me in 3 or 4 months to see how that's going, whether it's starting to happen again. So hopefully not. And yeah, one day this week, even though I was feeling good, I had a really bad afternoon and evening with this wrist. It was felt like it was sprained. And so every time I just tried to turn it or something, it would just, be kind of excruciating. And I wished I had a brace, it just wasn't convenient for us to get out that night. And so it was rough. It was rough. I couldn't use my wrist, and it was painful and whatnot. So anyway, I guess it started in the late afternoon because I told Craig, babe, I think I'm going to be having a plan B evening. And so that means I'm going to need your help. So, because I'd been doing well, and it's hard to ask for help. And so I needed him to know that it's not going well. And so I learned this from the book that Dr. Mays wrote. And I thought it's kind of a really neat concept. One of her patients thought of this, like you wake up and you don't know what kind of day you're going to have. Anybody who has an autoimmune disorder or other kinds of chronic pain, and really any of us, but in terms of our physicality, we don't know if we're going to wake up chemically feeling like, I think I can handle this day, or whether I just feel on the lowdown. So I guess we all have this and could benefit from this. But she said her patient started thinking of it as a plan A day. Like, I think this, I feel good. This seems to be a plan A day, the kind I would hope for and plan. But plan B is when things are not going the way you would have wanted. And so, it's so dark. Let me try this. Oh. And so, and she said, instead of calling it good day and bad day, have some good days and bad days, it's more like a plan A or a plan B day. And I really appreciated that, because it seemed like just a wonderful spiritual practice, because the plan B day, like when it's just, you're not going to get the stuff done you thought you were going to get done. You may suffer more, whether that's because your kids happen to be in a terrible moods that day, you weren't planning for that, or your depression is bad that day, or your anxiety, or this kind of thing, an autoimmune disorder. Realizing that maybe God had a plan B for you is kind of nifty. Instead of just thinking, this is such a hard day, such a bad day, but thinking of it as a planned day by God. And just leaning into that, so for me, I think if this continues, of course, where it'll ebb and flow. If I wake up and have pain that I wasn't expecting, to think, okay, I'm going to lean into that. I'm putting all this list stuff for tomorrow, or, I'm putting it off. I'm going to, whatever. I'm going to read, and I'm going to, see, I can do that because I'm in an empty nest situation. But anyway, so I like that. I'm going to do that. You want to do it too? And then I just thought, I don't know, this has been a recurring theme that God has comforted me with, which is that He knows every hair of our head. I mean, what kind of a Savior would let us know that? What kind of a God would tell us that? We are so lucky. We are just living in a reality that is so amazing. Our God is a kind benefactor. He's so gentle and generous and so intimate. So intimate. So, that's always been a precious truth to me, and I'm sure you too, that He has numbered the hairs of our heads. But when I was losing my hair with chemo, and I was pretty in this one moment of just just devastation about it, and I felt like God brought that truth to me, and He was so kind to quiet my heart with that. And that has been the case also with thinking about collagen cells or whatever. So cells that He's telling us He knows every little teensy tiny element of us, every aspect of us. And He cares, like He wants to see it all. And He is taking care of it all and managing it all. And it made me think about also the verse or the psalm that talks about where, I should look these things up, but I didn't. But where God, it says that He He says this is where the tide will stop. He says here, and you will go no further. And I take that to heart for scleroderma, because it feels like every day I wake up, it's so interesting, but it's also pretty terrifying. But like lately, in the last week or two, I've been feeling in my neck here tightness, and it's so weird. I don't know how to explain it, but where I didn't feel anything when I made certain movements ever before, now when I make certain movements, I feel a thickness, a tightness, and like I said, that kind of like that in here, there's something there. So anyway, it is amazing for me to think about that God intimately cares about the hairs of my head. He cares about these collagen cells, these scar tissue cells, and that He will say, here's where you stop. And that where He lets it go, in the end, it's going to serve His purposes for good in my life. Yeah. Okay, I think that's all I wanted to talk about. I hope that I updated well. I love you guys. Oh, do you hear that? That's Louie. He's one of our babies. He brings joy to mine and Craig's heart every day, y'all. Our two little dogs, they just entertain the heck out of us and spark joy. So keep looking for the places that spark joy, and beauty is gonna continue to be one of those in the spring. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye.